What we missing this week? Anything else in the combat world that we need to talk about?
Did you have a we were talking and we didn't get to see all the videos. Did you have a favorite fight that you got to see? I know we were talking about not getting to see everything.
The fight that I saw that was most entertaining was Bailey and Tyreek.
Yes,
I
agree. Yeah, that's always a fight. We talked about that last time where Tyreek got him and then Bailey got.
Yeah, they had a fight. I don't know if it's open weight or what, but it went into overtime and Bailey just because Bailey was in control of the whole fight and then Tyreek came storming back at the last second. It was one of the grand fights because it was 2 rounds.
It was in the grands.
That was the fight.
Welterweight grands, I think, like welter and welterweight.
Yeah, that was the fight that I thought was real dope. I like that fight. I like that rivalry. That's one of my rivalries.
Yeah, right now, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's the one. We touched on this a couple times before, but we need rivalries.
I just want to say, is there another rivalry?
There's not a rivalry. I don't know.
Okay, so where was some of your
everybody's
favorites?
either sponsored by ASG or Top 10 now. So like it's kind of like an ASG family, and all the ASG teams are kind of like buddy. I mean, everybody wants to win. No bone about it, but they're all kind of like if Proper wins, then ASG won. If Velocity wins, Top 10 won. Like those kind of things. I know supporting you sponsor and all that, but there's not enough that there's not, like we talked about before when we were coming around a lot with the All-Stars. We didn't stay at the same hotel. We didn't want no part of anybody else until after everything
was over with.
And then even then there were only certain people that like we invited in, whether it be they matched or meshed with who we were as personalities, or they were other people who were in that same tight-knit winning, like we were in the winning circle. Like we'd always hang out with each other. So I don't know about rivalries. Last rivalry, we saw was All-Stars and Impacts. When all that went down. And other than that, I haven't really seen any other rivalries. Miami Top Team and Velocity were always good. Horsemen and Velocity. Anything at Miami versus Miami was fantastic.
Dude, that first time they broke.
That Pan Am's?
Yes.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
Right in the thick of it. That was it. Oh, my goodness.
You know what's funny about that? Did I tell you about this story?
I don't know yet. Let me hear it.
All right. So, funny about that was I was down there, and my mom's from Fort Lauderdale, so all my family's down there. So since I'm down there fighting, they came to watch. And this was the first time they had ever came to watch. And they came for team fights. My aunt was sitting front row when all that stuff popped off.
Oh, man.
So, and I think, okay, who got hit? Ray. Ray Mendoza.
Yeah, Ray Mendoza.
Leo hit him late, and he hit Ray Mendoza, and Ray Mendoza fell into my aunt. And so my aunt freaked out and was screaming, ah!
Like, what y'all doing?
She jumped up and ran behind my cousin and was standing behind there. So when the brawl had broke out, she got the heck out of Dodge. I was cracking up laughing. I was standing on the side, just watching in the back, like, oh, they about to fight. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, there's a chair.
Yeah.
Hey, where did that comment come from?
Murph throwing water bottles, man. That joint was crazy. I was like, because it was literally the first tournament after they split.
Yeah, Florida got some wars and histories.
Yeah, man, that was hilarious.
Miami versus Miami, but it's funny because they're family.
Yes,
that's family. Like you see Alex and Murphy hanging out, going go do something together on a regular day, just go hang out.
Yeah.
Like, and at times they wanted to kill each other. Team versus team, pride versus pride. But that was
everybody knows Leo hits late. Like you just know this. Like that is part of that. It's kind of like his stick. It's like. Leo's gonna hit you late.
He gonna throw hard when he hits you. Like,
so it's like, all right,
a few fighters, you gotta respect the fighters. Protect
who hit late, yourself at all times. Like, he hit him late and he went, and then Alex jumped, then then Murph, and then it was. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. There've been a bunch of brawls. That was good. But yeah, there's no real rivalries. Like. I don't see nobody, even in friendly banter, talking junk to each other. Dean was trying to bring back a little bit of trash talk. Dean Barry.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it was all, it was lighthearted, but in serious. He felt that way. But like everybody else was just like, oh, he's funny. So it does, they rolled it off. Like, no, I really feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm not joking that you suck. I really feel like you suck. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but yeah, there's no excitement really. Like there's no, I want to beat this dude. I want to beat this team. I you know, I'm not going to rest until I beat so-and-so, X, Y, or Z, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a rivalry that I could tell you a rivalry that's budding, that's going to happen, that I think is probably here almost.
Okay. Do tell.
It's Morgan and Katana. Wait.
Katana.
Katana, that was right. Yeah, Morgan and Katana. I think that one is going to be a rivalry. I
agree.
So I'm just putting that out there.
I agree.
I think that 100%. That is going to be a rivalry.
I've only heard things from one side of that one, so
and I'm going to say the same thing.
And I'm sure the same things have been said on both those sides. We'll have a private conversation.
I'm just saying. I think that is going to be a rivalry.
That was a man, AKA. That was a good fight. That was a close fight. You know, depending on which side you were on, you could say, well, there could have been a call this way. There could have been a call this way. I just thought it was a really good
I'm going to tell you, last
I wasn't
year
there, so I didn't get to see it.
Let me neither. But last year at the Battle of Atlanta,
yes,
she fought, Katana fought Gina.
Yes.
And when I watched that fight, the thing I thought to myself was, she's hungry. That's all I thought. I didn't think about anything else. I just saw the fight. I can't remember if I think she did beat Gina, but then she lost to somebody else. I can't remember.
Yes. She beat Gina and lost right after.
And I remember thinking to myself, that one's the hungry one. Because I've watched the women's division for so long, you know, because you know my cousin is in it, so I watch him. And sometimes there's some really good fights, but until recently, I remember put an article out maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, that somebody needs to challenge my cousin.
Oh man, listen.
And I hadn't seen anybody with a the drive that I want to beat her. I see people who want to beat it. Say they want.
They don't want to get spread.
Yeah, and
they don't want to get embarrassed. And they say I lost by 2. There's nobody that wants to go. There's nobody who put that picture on that wall. Yeah, and, you know, that Rocky Ford.
But when I saw her and I saw her beat Gina, and I was like, oh, she's hungry, and I want to see what's going to end up happening. And then I started hearing some other things, and it was like, okay.
She came out of Shark and won diamonds that year, so you know that caused a little buzz, and then like. It didn't happen right away again. So that young lady is hungry.
She's hungry.
She works hard.
She's hungry.
She works hard. We get together, you know, once a week or so. She works really hard.
And that's what I've been looking like. Okay, sooner or later somebody's gonna come along, and now
her game has developed a lot too. She went from being a left-legged only kicker to having a very well-rounded game. Her IQ is getting better.
She just won something recently, didn't she?
Yeah, she won. She's won the last 2 or whatever. Things that she went to.
Was it Quebec?
Yeah, did she win Quebec?
Was it Quebec? No,
she went Quebec.
I can't remember.
If she went Quebec.
Did she go to Quebec? What the tournament just happened? What was the last tournament just happened?
Quebec. It was Quebec, and then Ocean States, and then.
Okay, I think she did win Ocean State, right?
Honestly, dude, I don't even remember. I know she won 2 back-to-back. Going through it after the AKA loss. Yeah, but
that's the rivalry I'm looking at right now. That's going to be a rivalry.
That's exciting. Like you said, the Tyreek and Bailey one is going to be a good one. I like Hector, man. I like this kid Hector.
Honestly, I'm looking at the lighter weights. You got Hector, you got Blake, you got that young group.
No, Hector's a light middle now, so he
went up to the other side.
He went up to the heavy side. But I mean, you know, the lightweight dudes are good. Like you got a lot of them between like just from here.
You know, when you're young, that's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be smaller when you come out. You're 18.
Moved to lightweight.
Yeah, I was a lightweight when I came out. Like
Raymond was a lightweight when he first came out.
Exactly.
Went 55. Like, but yeah, no. You're gonna have those young hungry guys. I always thought
that was a rivalry. That was a rivalry that I liked. Jason and Raymond.
Oh. Yeah,
love that rivalry.
Well, when they were kids, Jason, Ryan Huntley, Trevor, and Raymond, like
Trevor was a year behind us.
Was he behind you guys?
He was a year behind us, so he didn't come out
every other year though.
Yeah, it was every other year. So every other year he would pop up in our division.
Okay, so that's.
And I didn't fight NBL, but I did fight Trevor sometimes when he would come down to Michigan or Chicago or something to that effect.
Nate.
Yeah. Wait, Nate Windsor?
Yeah.
He was Willie. He was Willie. He was
He's
Willie.
that young?
Yeah, he's him, Jack,
Yeah, I knew.
Jermon, Willie are like all around the same age.
Because Willie's what? Yeah, Willie's younger than I am.
Yeah.
Willie's, what, like 32, 33?
Something like that. Well, he's 33.
33, because he's only a few years younger.
He should be turning
33
this year.
33 this year.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah.
Yeah, because because then like Robbie and Joe Fife were right behind them, and that group was like right behind them.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of who else is another rivalry.
Anybody against Ninja University, Eugene Floyd's crew versus the world. Rock, Ninja, Double Dose versus the world. Craig.
Yikes!
Right?
Yeah.
Some of them old pro rank days. Them dudes was out there. But I mean, we want to go back. I mean, there's no better rivalry to me, as a real rivalry, Force One and Metro. Paul Mitchell and Metro was all right. That was a fun one.
That was.
Because there was enough people on both sides to make it for real. It wasn't like when Trans World or Budweiser was around. There was
just
nobody
them.
to like fight.
Right.
It was just,
every now and then they threw some people on. Yeah,
they put the Cuban national team together with the best everybody else.
I think like Miller Lite had a team for like 30 seconds.
Coors Light had a team for the same brief amount of time. United Airlines had a team.
Yep.
There were a couple.
I'm trying to think of other rival. Jotty, Brian, Ruth.
Oh, individual rivals?
Yeah, I'm thinking more individual.
Oh, man.
Billy and Nasty.
Tony and Pedro was a good one, but that was like a skill rivalry. That wasn't.
But it's also towards Tony's end.
It was.
Because Tony was running everything, and then Pedro became in his own. It was towards Tony's end, and it was like the crossover.
Tony was already in the 30s, and they were trying to force the 30 and overs to move out.
Yeah. So Tony was still good, but I mean, at the same time, he was. I mean, when you are a lightweight, that is when your first things to go is your speed. But he was still bad, man. No, he was still bad, man.
Them overtimes, them overalls, got to go into the next tournament because they couldn't decide who won.
I'm trying to think who else. What other? You guys let us know some good rivalries that popped off in our sport.
Sherman Oaks versus everybody.
Oh, jeez, man.
Pops, Ray Wizard versus the world.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Twizzle. Ray Wizard. I love Mr. Wizard. That's a bad dude right there. That's a good dude. But no, like, I don't know, because a lot of the West Coast dudes had beef with everybody, because like them Cali dudes had beef with everybody, because they didn't get, they didn't feel like they got the push outward. Well, they still don't.
They don't.
Between elite Calis go around.
I mean, think about NASCAR's tournaments. Like, I think there's compete.
One West Coast.
Yeah.
They tried to do that San Diego tournament, the AKA San Diego one or whatever. I don't think that ever popped off. And they don't have anything other than what the Texas.
I think the most West
Beavers,
thing is
Beavers Texas tournament still on NASCAR.
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. And NBL is falling off because they kind of ran when the NASCAR was pretty much all East Coast. They went. They grabbed
West, Mexico, Canada,
Mexico,
and the Midwest,
Texas,
Utah,
all of that, all of that. And then NBL fell off, like we talked about last week. So Jeff, bring that back.
Come on, Jeff. I got faith in you. Let's have a conversation because I know you want to talk to all the other martial artists out there. I know you were been talking to Jeremy and had that little group post. I hit you up on Facebook this week, and we'll try to get together.
We'll get you on here, man.
Yeah, man.
Get you on here.
Yeah, man.
We'll figure this out. I got to figure all this technical stuff out. But anyway, any other rivalries that I could think of that were, I don't really wouldn't call it a rivalry, but I mean, it is a rivalry because they didn't like each other, like Nikki and Dottie.
The fight. The fight. Well, I never thought I'd see somebody in karate spit on somebody like that. God bless America and a stomping boy. Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That was but that was just, man, I just thought that was two hard-nosed women wanting to be the best. Like, but there was only one best.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is. It's like one person trying to get over
trying
hump.
to. I want to. You're the one I got to get to. You're the one I got to get to. So that desire and that hunger, that rivalry. I want to win.
Yeah. So technically, I guess it's a rivalry.
Zoltan Raymond was good, but that was a
it was a
back
friendly
and forth, friendly competition.
Friendly thing. Like it wasn't.
In the beginning, darn sure it wasn't.
Oh well.
It still really wasn't. It was just, I'm not going to knock you out. I'm not going to hit you late. I'm not going to by any means necessary. I'm going to outpoint you.